Hi everyone, I welcome you to your unbothered era. An era where you are unfuckwithable. You're in your state of ultimate peace, nothing unnecessary bothers you anymore. You're in a space of your highest creative expression. Your energy, your aura commands love and respect. Your presence is valued. Your work fulfills you, and you share healthy relationships with others. Welcome. Now, in the unbothered era, you are able to easily detach yourself from people who are no longer serving you. You cut off ties that are draining you. You walk away from situations that are not bringing you any value in your life. You do more of things that bring you joy. You follow your inspiration. You really give a fuck about things that help you grow, that help you up level in your life. So, there are certain parts of your life that you give a fuck about. There are certain parts of your life that you don't give a fuck about. The parts of your life that you do give a fuck about are places where you know you will receive equal value, equal respect, mutual benefits, and you are conscious about where you use your energy. You're conscious about who you give your energy to, who gets access to your energy, because you've learned to value yourself and respect yourself. You are no longer wasting your time onto situations which don't bring you any joy, and you stop giving a fuck about things that don't add any value in your life, be it people or be it situations. If it's not adding value in your life, you end spending your time, your money, your energy on it. If it's not serving you, you walk away. If it's draining you, you cut it off. It's that simple. My name is Ashmita, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this channel, I help you up level in your life. Today we're talking about how to be unfuckwithable, how to be detached from people and situations that are no longer serving you. Detaching simply means that you know that you're here with this person today, but it doesn't mean that you'll be here with this person forever. It means that you've come to an understanding, a self-reflection, that not everybody is meant to be in your life forever. People will leave. If the soul contract ends, if the lessons have been learned, people will leave your life, and that is okay. You will meet certain people and you will learn certain lessons with them. You will expand your experience of life with them. You will also teach them some lessons, and there will be a time where the two of you will no longer serve each other, and it's okay to part ways and move on. And it's also okay to cut ties if they are not serving you. If you find yourself being disrespected and undervalued in certain situations, you don't have to stay in those situations. Detaching yourself also means that you are not really putting your everything onto one situation, onto one person. You understand that if this does not work out, if this does not go well, you can do something else. There are more choices, there are more possibilities. You are not attached to simply one possibility in your life. You understand that the universe offers you unlimited possibilities. So if something is not serving you, if something is not aligning with you, you don't have to stay in that situation. You might have created some have-tos around you, like I have to stay in this job, I have to do this work, I have to be with this person. No, there are no have-tos. You decide the have-to for you. You put yourself in your own self-created jail. I would attach myself to people easily, and I would go really deep in with them, only to find out that it all blows up in your face. I would give my everything. I would overwork day and night. I would just put into situations, places, people, just because I was attaching everything, my own self-worth, my self-respect to it. And when you attach your self-worth and self-respect to something, what you're giving out to the universe is that this is more valuable than me, this is more important than me, I am not so important, I am not so valuable. So when you're giving that out, universe says yes ma'am, and it just reflects that back to you. So you have more chances of being disrespected, undervalued. Nobody really cares if you're overworking. I have found myself in this situation multiple times, only to realize that people are out there for themselves. This is not coming from a space of hurt, but this is real. We are all here on our own individual soul journeys. Yes, we contract with each other, we learn something from each other, but we're not here just for each other. We're here for our own growth and expansion. Now, this is not selfish, if you see this as selfish, then I invite you to self reflect, because it's just something that comes from a space of high self worth. It comes from a space of maturity and understanding that everything does come to an end. As you learn that, you are easily able to let go of things that are not serving you, that are pulling you down. If there are certain people around you who are constantly complaining, who are constantly draining your energy, you don't have to be with them. You're just there with them because they make you feel needed. So that is why you are in that relationship with them. The moment you realize is that you can fulfill your own needs, you will not have to be in those relationships. You can just let go and move on to the path of growth. People with a lot of money know that people out there might come in with ulterior motives, so they test them out first. The other person first has to add value to them, and as they add value to their lives is when they start adding value back to their lives. They just don't give in anything, they just don't give themselves out there, they just don't start adding value unless they know that the other person is going to equally benefit them. So if you are in situations where you are doing everything but you're not receiving the benefits from it, it's time to release that. Because if you want to be in the energy of growth and success, you got to understand that if someone is not adding value in your life, just the way you can add value in their lives, then it is no longer serving you. Which means that you also start valuing your own presence. You cannot just give access to your energy to just about anyone. People who attach themselves too easily with others do not value their own presence. Like when I would move into relationships really deep, really fast, give my everything to it, I realized that my own presence did not hold any value. I was keeping other people on a pedestal and giving them everything, keeping their needs and their feelings above mine always, that I forgot what are my needs and my feelings. So when I am not feeling worthy myself, that is when I will attach myself to people. That is when I will hang on to them. I will continue to wait for their text. I mean, it's such a waste of time and energy to be in this waiting energy, to wait for other people to respond back to you. You are valuable. If someone is not responding back to you, leave, 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 leave. Cut your ties. And I'm not saying you gotta be an asshole. You can do it with honesty and politeness. One of the things that I do energetically with people who are no longer serving me is that I have a talk with them in my meditation and I send them a lot of love. And as I send them a lot of love, I tell them, thank you, your work here is done, and I release you now. And I visualize a door of light and I send them to the door of light, to their next best possibility. Because when you're on the path of growth, when you are up leveling, not everyone is meant to join you. Not everyone is meant to be with you, and not everyone will be with you. Not everyone is meant to be a part of your highest and best version, and that is the truth, that is the reality. You can continue growing, but others might not want to grow. Others might not want to release their old ways of being and doing, and that's okay. This comes from a space of respecting other person's individual soul journey. You're respecting yourself, you're respecting the other person, you're understanding that if I hang on to this, if I try harder and harder to hold it, to cling to it, then it's only going to harm me, it's going to harm the other person. I will not be respecting the other person's individual journey and choices as well. So it's important for you to understand that when you're letting go, when you're cutting off ties, it does not need to be something that is coming from a space of arrogance. It actually comes from a space of great self-respect and respect for the other person. And it is so important to detach yourself. It comes from a space of deep resilience. When you've been in situations where you have attached yourself to people and you've drained yourself out completely, you've then learned the value of your time that you've spent into that one relationship. You could have just spent it somewhere else and grown something and filled it with so much love. Your capacity, your capability to love, if used the right way, with the right people, with the right situations, with the right kind of projects, can really help you prosper. But if your capacity and capability of love is spent with people and with situations which are not serving you, which are draining you, where you're not respected, where you're not valued by the other person, then it can equally bring you down, mess up with your confidence, mess up with your self-worth, and really make you miserable. And you don't want to be that, do you? So start respecting and honoring yourself, and from that space of deep respect and honor, you start letting go, releasing of people, and becoming unfuckwithable. Don't give a fuck about things that annoy you. Don't give a fuck about things that don't bring you joy, that don't bring you peace, that don't bring you growth. If it's not aligning with your truth, it does not belong in your life. As I started to let go of people who are not aligning with my truth, as I started to let go of projects that are not aligning with my truth, divine opened up for me a whole new world because my energy cleared off. And I finally let go of a person who was not respecting and valuing me is when I found my life partner where I'm deeply respected and valued, where I respect and value the other person equally too. So great things lie on the other side of detachment. It can really change your life. I'm not saying that you will be good at it in one go. It will take time, it will take resilience, it will take emotional maturity. But when you do it, when you stop living your life for others, when you stop giving a fuck about what others will think, what is likable by others, what is not, when you stop living your life to be liked by others and accepted by others and to be approved of by others, and start validating, loving, and accepting yourself, and start living your life on your own terms and start giving a fuck to things that really bring you joy, is when you create and craft a life that is really fulfilling. And that is when you become unfuckwithable and live your life in ultimate peace. That is what I wanted to speak to you guys today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, do like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Sending you all so much love.